Successful learning to students at risk of social exclusion. Celia Corchuelo Fernandez, Carmen M. Aranzazu Cedrudo Corte, Faculty of Educational Science, University of Huelva. Introduction. Academic failure, early school leaving and learning difficulties make us seek other alternatives and opportunities linked to different personal, social and family factors. Even to aspects related to the teaching capacity of teachers and the formation of this. Precisely this concern has led us to investigate in a school where we work from another perspective. Get great results and give a second chance. We focus on teaching learning styles, alternative strategies of learning, role of teachers. When we talk about teaching learning styles, we refer to those cognitive, affective and physiological traits that serve the relatively stable indicators of how students perceive interactions and respond to the learning environments. Focusing on alternative strategies of learning is evident how the information is presented, in what terms, modalities, skills and organizational form. As for the role of the teacher, we see it as central element that affects the training of the student, where the purpose is for all teachers to be required to change their traditional teacher role and to become a mediator, guide, facilitator and coach. Objectives. Identify academic learning. Identify pro-social learning. Clarify how is the teacher profile that leads this group of disengaged and discouraged students. Methodology. The methodology used is descriptive, following the multimodal view. We present our research through the qualitative method, with extensive interview with teacher, and we use the quantitative method to make the observation record inside the classroom. It intends to analyze different curricular and teaching aspects. Identify the skills that are promoted at the academic level necessary to develop in the school environment. Recognize pro-social skills that help the student to develop socially. Clarify characteristic and defining characteristics of teaching staff. Results. Regarding academic skills, obtain a greater result, the codes referring to evaluation criteria 68%. Classroom distribution 62%. Individual, personalized teaching 48%. Regarding pro-social skills, obtain a greater result, the codes referring to strategies for action 79%. Educate in values 70%. Strategic groupings 28%. Regarding role of teachers, obtain a greater result, the codes referring to emotional connections 28%. Balance between discipline, love 22%. Availability 19%. Conclusions. In this study on learning for success in students at risk of social exclusion, we have tried to note the academic and prosocial learning that is being carried out by the teachers of this school and how the profile of the teacher who leads this group of students disconnected and of the educational field. We have interviewed the teaching staff and we have made exhaustive observations within the classroom. So we concluded, teachers deal in depth with key concepts or ideas, basic to teaching, presenting topics in an integral, non-fragmented and offline way. In the classroom, teachers try to connect with the experiences of the real life of students. Students seem to respond to this work methodology, since when applied properly, they focus on the task to be developed, significantly decreasing attention loss and disruptive behaviors. The preponderant attitude of this center is to maintain a strong relationship of trust between the faculty and the majority of students. There is also a very positive support. This is reflected in the conversations held between teachers and students, which allow establishing friendly relations and are capable of generating mutual trust. Teachers of this school use positive reinforcements, working the self-esteem, motivation, and the personality characteristics of the students. At the same time, specific leadership characteristics are observed in these schools, since most of the teaching staff maintains a certain balance between authority and democratic consensus as a form of leadership.